What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we are building a frame for the Grumman. That is the next big project going down here at the shop. There went my tail light. And so anyways, what we're doing now is we're doing the Grumman van, and also we're going to be doing the C10. In this video, you guys are getting Grumman van action, and that brings me to what we got in the back. The tube of threes here, that's for Hannah's project. But this tube of six, this is going to be the frame, the rear frame section for the Grumman van. I went to Steve's in the last video, on our Sunday video, and as you guys know, my day kind of got messed up because my school bus broke down and all that, and then now I'm in the green school bus. But I got some heavy wall tube of six tubing. We got to get it out with the forklift. I got our heater going, so it'll be nice and warm. So let's fire up the forklift. Let's pull this piece of tube of six out. Let's get it in the shop, and let's just kind of do what we can. All right, well, this is what we're working on, the Grumman van, and kind of get you guys back up to date on what I got going on. Grumman van, we're setting it back on its chassis, but I clipped it with a second-gen Dodge frame. As you can see here, this is the Dodge frame, and then I got it swedged into itself, into the factory frame. And then going on to the back, I started to build a frame out of wood, and then now I've kind of backtracking. I got some new ideas, so we're going to kind of scrap this idea, and I'm going to take you guys along with me on that today. But before we get started, I want to show you guys kind of the parts we got. Dominator 2600 bags. I got spacers for the front. I got a rear truss. I got links. The other links haven't showed up yet. Brackets for the top of the truss. I got options to do bag on bar setup, and also we have an option to do bag behind the axle. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and rip this wood out of here. All right, kind of the next step on this, now that I got our cross member in here, we need to go ahead and put the truss on it. I say that because if we go ahead and build the frame, we might get the frame rails down too low and run into the truss. So if we go ahead and put the truss on, we can kind of eliminate that issue. I got this thing from Barnes 4x4, and it's specifically for a Dana 70, and that's what we have here on this truck. And it kind of wants to set right there. So I feel like that's where it wants to be. We'll measure our distance from here to here and here to here, make sure it is straight on the hog head, or the distance between the hog head before we weld it. But there is that. Looks like to me it needs to be scooted over about to probably there. So now that that's on there, we'll go ahead and weld it up, and then after that gets welded, it'll get these ears on the side of it. Those will set just like that. And this other one here will go like that. I have to adjust everything before I weld it, but there's that. And the cool thing about these little side gussets are, if you guys remember right, we cut the axle in half right here. So the weld was right here. I got to finish welding it down here a little bit better and grinding it out, but I got the top of it ground out and smooth. And like I was saying, the cool part is that caps that weld, so we get some good strength back to it and, you know, a little bit more support and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do some measuring. Take the caps off, or the gussets, weld this all up, and then we'll slide these gussets back on it. Weld everything up good. Truss is on there. Kind of the next step, we need to go ahead and start doing our link bars. I want to do the link bars before we do the frame as well, because once the link bars are where they are, we know the frame just has to be above them, and you know, everything won't interfere. I feel like if we do the frame, then we're going to kind of be fighting for room with the link bars. So let's just go ahead and do the link bars and go from there. But first we need to find the wheelbase. The wheelbase of this van originally was 125 inches. I simply welded a piece of metal on the hub here, and we're going to hook our tape measure to that, find center of that wheel, make it to be 125 inches, and that'll set the pace for the link bars. All right, so on these lower link brackets, I'm wanting to set them here and one here, but we gotta keep in mind this dry shaft is always gonna stay there. The frame is gonna move up and down from the dry shaft. So this cross member is gonna have to be cut out. My idea is to cut a section out of this, but we don't have to cut that out right now. But we also need to know how far we can't go over so we don't interfere with the dry shaft. So what I'm just simply gonna do is kind of eyeball this thing. Let's go at let's say 10.5 inches over. So we'll go 10.5. There's that. We'll take our square, mark it down, mark this down. This is cutting out eventually, not right now like I said, but this tells us our brackets can set here and here to do what we need. If we was to weld the brackets in here, it's disappearing. So there's that. All right, we're getting ready to go on a field trip. So I'm gonna head to my dad's shop. Like I said, he has an off-road shop, and that's where I worked my whole life. And they have all these brackets. Well, I grabbed 2 of the same brackets, so I need 2 of the opposite brackets. Basically, I need 4 of these. I need 2 of them this way and 2 of them the other way. I have 2 of them the same, so I need 2 more that are the same. 2 of them are going to go on the axle. The other 2 are going to go on the cross member. I got a plan. Just go with it. So let's go on a field trip. We're headed to Orleans to Wheats Off-Road. I have a key to get in the garage, but not the storage building. So this might end up being a break-in by the end of it. So let's jump in the school bus and let's roll out. You ready, Benny? You ready to go? All right, I know it's hard to see, but this is what I come up with. These are going to be our axle brackets. As you can see, they're offset, so it'll set crooked on the axle. And same as these, they got this hole in them, or half a hole, but we could probably cut that out, and this will go on our cross member. Kind of what I got envisioned, something like that. Well, not really, but let's get back to the shop. Like I said, ran down here, got me some brackets. Got the old school bus. So let's head back home. I'm back. I went ahead and put a Heim joint. Yes, that is the wrong bolt. It's way too small. I just didn't have a long enough one, and This one was too small, but the right length, so yes, I will address that. So the plan is, you see how it's setting, but it has those half moons in it. I can cut those ears off and let that recess back, get rid of them half moons, and that's pointing towards the axle. So then the other one, this guy, same thing, wrong bolt. I gotta get different bolts. This is gonna set like this, and it's gonna point towards that one. So that's the plan of attack. I'm gonna cut these ears off. I think I'm gonna start with this. Just cut these off, and then once I cut them off, tack that into place where I want it. And I think I got some PVC pipe over there. We can start measuring some stuff after we get this bracket on this one and get this bracket here on. And once we get the brackets on there, we can really start locating and know where the length of the pipe is. It's getting late, sorry. So I guess let's go ahead and put them brackets on the frame side and the axle side. Let's grab us a measurement and make it out of PVC, the link bar. It's probably gonna come to an end here real soon because I don't have any more of them Heim joints. And then I probably need to start thinking about how I'm gonna run the frame. So let's just do one thing at a time. Let's cut them links, or let's cut them brackets and just go from there. All right, guys, so it is Monday morning. I'm not too crazy about that lower length on that crossmember, so I went down to my dad's to see if I couldn't find that bracket that I really wanted, and he was there this morning. He's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of them over there. Should have just waited until Monday. So anyways, I got the bracket that I want. I got Buckwheat with me. We're in the bus, and let's get back in the shop. We're almost home. Let's get back to the shop. Let's build the frame. We got our links, we got our bushings, we got our nuts, we got everything we need to finish the suspension on this thing. So let's get on it. Hannah's gonna be working with me today, so I might put her to welding some stuff while I'm figuring out some of the suspension. So let's just have a great day and let's just get it done. Look who I got. My helper is in the shop today. She's gonna be running the welder. I'm gonna be holding stuff. She's gonna tack it where I want it. It's always nice to have an extra hand, so.
And I have two, so.
So anyways, I guess let's get going. We got a crossmember we gotta modify, and I'm gonna take you guys along with that and just get on it. All right, so this is what I got going on. I went ahead and got us some 2x6 going up and over. Trying to figure out the angle was a little difficult, but I figured it out finally. So this is what I got. I got it ran down into here, came down to a nice little point. Weld that up, and kind of where I'm at now is I need to put, I'm not sure I'll use this exact piece. This is just a piece of scrap. So my plan is to put this piece like this coming down, but this cross member is in the way. I don't want to cut the cross member out, so kind of what I got in mind is to mark it and come up and take a notch out of this and let that slide down, but it's going to be real nasty area here. There's an opening. So kind of what I got figured is I went ahead and cut this side. So I took a notch out of this. I want to take a notch out of this. And this
And you took a notch out of your finger.
Yeah, I took a notch out of my finger. So this piece here is going to cap this in. So we're going to box this crossmember in, and this piece is going to shoehorn around it. And that'll give it a nice sturdy spot for like a trailer hitch, and you know, then it's carrying the whole chassis with it all the way back, and you know, this back part's just not scabbed on there. It's really enforced. So that's the plan of attack. I don't know if this thing ever pull a trailer, but I wanted to have the option of pulling a trailer. So by doing it the way I just described, I think would be the best and strongest way to do it. So I guess less of me talking, let's get this crossmember modified and start finishing the rear of this frame. She asked me this morning, she goes, where did you get that? I'm like, well, just my welding helmet. I'm trying to be safe.
Well,
Look like Darth Vader.
No, it looked like a motorcycle helmet. That's why I was very confused.
I didn't have a hammer. What?
You seem dubious.
What? You seem dubious.
I was telling them earlier I didn't have a hammer. So I had to use a 2 5/16 hitch and a ball for a hammer because both my hammers are in your truck.
You look like...
What?
Okay, there we go. Well, how do you feel about that?
Feel good about it.
Okay.
All right, so the
Let's see.
plan of attack. As you can see, I measured it as I was cutting it.
Okay.
I'm gonna need my hammer. Look at that. That was a piece of scrap metal too. That looks good.
That is nice, babe. No, it's gorgeous.
Alright, clean it up. Weld it in there. Alright, to the guy that got me the yellow grinder, I still have it. It's in the mousetrap. I honestly thought about using it for cutting and that one for grinding, so then I don't have to swap the disc out.
That would be good.
No, I'm thinking about that.
I think you
Let's
should
go
do that.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So new grinder. I had a guy give this to me at Daytona. He said, hey, I seen your grinder gave up, so I brought you a grinder. So thank you, sir.
Oh, my gosh, Corey.
Oh,
Woo!
brand new grinder.
Did it come with blades?
Came with one. I think I might put, first off,
First off, it has a shield.
it don't need a shield.
Oh, my gosh.
2 grinders, I got 2 grinders, I got 2 grinders. Hey, hey, hey. All right, let's get to work.
Man, you got these people fooled. It's like you know what you're doing.
It's not even April Fool's Day, is it?
That's right.
That'll work for now. It's good enough. We'll continue to weld that up later, but at least it's setting in there and we can go ahead and get our frame cap. But you guys can kind of see what I was trying to accomplish. And if you guys didn't know, I'm trying to get this thing done for the Pigeon Forward Rod Run in April. There is our back piece. Looks pretty good. We'll tack it up, and then once we tack it in place, this comes up. Okay. All right, so now we'll tack it in place, and then once we tack it in place really good, we'll take it off, set it on the ground, and make a clone to it to do the passenger side of the van, and then we weld it up and then set it back on here. All right, she's tacked together.
Oh.
God, it's heavy. Okay. Here's one frame rail. Hannah thinks I should try it.
I do think you should try the other side. There you go, looking good.
Like it was meant to be. Probably because it was. All right, so let's clone this one. This is gonna be our pattern. And then Hannah's gonna lay down some welds.
Oh my.
They call her the dime master. Laying them dimes.
Oh gosh. You better hope I do.
That'll work.
Your tacks seem to be pretty good, throwing it around like
look at
that.
this one. Looks like that. It's a little nipple.
Yeah, it is.
That one.
All right, so we've welded pretty much all we can do right now. Go figure, we're hungry. So we're gonna go get us some dinner, and tomorrow we're gonna tackle link bars and all that good stuff. So let's go eat.
All right, guys, before we can get back to work, we had to make time to take our cat to the vet this morning. He is, he's in this box right here. So anyways, he, a little rusty. If you guys remember right, that's the cat that we found. And he is about to lose his manhood.
Yeah, we feel bad. He probably already doesn't like us that much.
He don't have no reason not to like us.
Well, I know, but he's being weird. And when we get him back from the vet, like last time, he hid under the bed for 2 days. So I'm sure this experience is going to be probably a week under the bed. I'm not sure. I hope not, but we're trying to do what's right for this little guy.
Yeah, so the free cats are never free. They always cost tons of money.
Oh, yeah.
So, because our other cat, it cost me like $800 to see if he had leukemia.
It was $300.
Good thing is, the little cat, I did decorate his little box. Oh, hey, don't get out. Hey, Rusty, no. All right, so ignore the mess, but I went ahead and got our lower link bar brackets on. And as you can see, I got the 2 Heims in it. I went and got us some grade 8 bolts, so we should be good on that. And kind of the next step is I want to go ahead and get the lower links on it. So we're going to have to put a bracket here and a bracket here. I have the brackets. These are the same brackets that I used on the axle. I'm going to use them. But what I'm going to simply do is just cut this corner out right here so it sits on a 90-degree angle instead of a radius. So let's get these cut and then get them set on that cross member, and that'll kind of set the pace for the rest of the suspension on this thing. All right, you ready?
I don't know.
All right, come on. So we got our bracket, got our heim joint. The only bad thing is you really need to have 4 rights and 4 lefts, and some reason we only have 2 lefts, so it's kind of a bummer. We're gonna have to, we can still mock everything up and get our pipes bent, or pipes made to length and stuff, but kind of puts a damper on how much I really wanted to get done. So anyways, we got our bracket, we got our heim joint. Let's go ahead and set it down here on this lower cross member. Plan of attack, this is gonna set just like that, and it's gonna go over there. But we gotta get us a measurement first and figure out how long our piece of tubing needs to be. So what I usually like to do, I like to show some threads up here so we can adjust the axle in if we need to. And the reason we do left and right hand threads on each link is because if you do both rights, the tube is just gonna chase each other. You know, it's gonna stay at neutral. But if you do left and right, it's going to push, so then we can get more angle out of the pinion if we need. So that's the reason you do left and right hand threads. Hold that on there too.
To where?
That notch right there. 22 inches. All right, so we need a piece of tubing 22 inches, and we're gonna need 2 of them. All right.
And when we say tubing, do we mean tubing or do we mean PVC?
Tubing. No, I mean.
Oh, you're going for it. Okay.
We're breaking out the high dollar stuff.
Yeah, we are. I figured we'd do like a trial and error here.
This is the trial. Hopefully we have enough.
Shoot. I hope the other ones are going to be tiny. Let's see if Buckwheat can do it. Nope. You're gonna have a lot in your mouth. Oh. Ready? It's gonna be real high.
All right, so we got our lower link bars on, and kind of the next step is to put the upper link bars on. Hannah's been throwing Cheetos, so we're all looking for them out. Buckwheat, hey, there's back here, Hannah. A little Cheeto for Hannah, or for Buckwheat.
For me.
So kind of what I got now is I'm gonna head and put our link on our bracket. I'm thinking about putting it right here, but I'm kind of wondering if I should move it like this. The reason I say that is I'd have a little bit more meat, a little bit more material. I know there's nothing here, but what I thought about doing was boxing the frame in and then putting like a 45 gusset here and then setting a link on it so it has a nice spot to set. So I kind of think I might do that. That's kind of where I'm at. My other option is I can bring it forward and then put a 45 gusset on it. I think I'm just gonna go here like this. All right, I found me a piece of scrap metal. I'm going to cut it 7 inches wide, and that's gonna be our frame, inside of our frame, and then that'll start boxing in the frame. We're gonna need more material, but at least that'll get us a start. I got the link bar on, but came up with an issue. The issue is I don't have no more link bar, so I gotta order some. All right, so what I got in my hand is the bag on bar setup. Believe it or not, this bag will compress to this height. So kind of the plan of attack.
That's our mock-up.
This is our mock-up bar, your mock-up block that's in here. We did this on the mousetrap. It's hard to deflate one of those bags and really know, so I figured out that's how tall a bag is deflated. We went back and forth. I was gonna put this bag set up on the lower bar, but after kind of seeing this top bar on it, I think I'm gonna set the bag on the bar on the top. So it's gonna look just like that. We kind of went back and forth. We were gonna put it on top of the axle, but by doing that, you won't get as much lift. This will be a better, you'll get more lift out of it, and it'll be a better ride quality because it's more of like a leverage suspension style on this thing. But that comes to the other problem. That's pretty much all we can do because we don't have another bar. The other bar is 2 weeks out, and that kind of sucks. And yes, I know what you guys are thinking. If you put the bag on the bar, you're gonna need to stiffen it up because it's a lot of leverage and you're picking up the whole weight of the truck. So what I plan on doing is putting a backbone on the bottom side of the bar and putting like CWC or something in it, kind of give it some style, and also, most importantly, give that bar some strength. So there's that, and yeah, about as far as we can go right now. I was really hoping to get this thing working, but we're kind of out of time and we're out of material.
Now what I was hoping for is a cleanup day. So, you know what, that's good. I mean, it sucks that we are out of, I guess, material, but I've been working to get this place organized.
She's been cleaning.
I have been cleaning. So hopefully, maybe we'll clean for you.
Hooray.
Yay. So we're working on our problem areas. This is a problem area.
All right, we're taking some time to clean. It's getting where it's embarrassing. We haven't been in here really all summer, and if there's something flat, you know, these guys know what I'm talking about. If there's a flat shelf, there's something on it.
I am such a neat freak. I hate coming in here and him saying, hey babe, can you get me this part? And I spend a ton of time walking around looking for it. So right now, if we could just clean. No, you don't either, Corey. So if we could just clean and find a home for things, it would be awesome. So we'll just give you a little shop tour before which I have been cleaning massively over there. Massively over there. But this is, you know, like I said, a problem area. I've already tried to organize and get stuff where it needs to be over here. And then over here, that is, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but why? So anyways, and then all of this, and I already started over here because you couldn't walk, but we are gonna make big improvements today. So Corey was asking, he said, I need like a little tote or a bucket or something to put my air ride stuff in. I said, I'm looking at one. So now he's got to eat the rest of them Cheetos, cheese puffs, which won't be too hard to do, especially with Buckwheat's help.
Well,
and, you know, put all the air ride stuff in there.
I got all these little miscellaneous air ride stuff. I'm trying to be organized, and I'm like, I need like a little tote. A little bucket right here. So
That's right.
open your mouth, fool.
Wait.
You're right in it. Oh! All right. 30 more to go.
You have to look at my mouth and try to get my mouth.
How am I supposed to record and watch you?
I don't
You're like little Luigi. Yeah. Come on, guys, get some cheese balls.
Back way. Here, look, right in front of you, right. Oh yeah, come here. Hurry, we got cheese balls. Look, get them before Minnie. Hey, Buckwheat, over here. Oh, it's like finding Easter eggs. Oh my gosh, you guys suck at finding Easter eggs. Come here. Look at all these, you guys. Buckwheat's like E.T. with them Reese's Pieces. He's gonna find them. Look at him. All right, so as you've seen us struggle, we have the C10 frame moved here, that beauty moved there, and then we have to clean all that up, but we have a lot more room here.
For activities.
Yes.
Right, bring in another project.
Oh gosh. But anyway, so we've made a little bit more room that way. Mousetrap can still come in and out through that door if we needed to. The floors don't look clean in the video, but let me tell you, they're pretty clean. Anything else you want to add other than you love cleaning?
You have to do the happy dance. Alright guys, it's going to be the end of this video. Unfortunately, we ran out of tubing. I was really hoping to get the rear suspension knocked out on this thing, but it just didn't happen.
It
So
won't be within the next couple weeks either.
yeah, they said it's 2 weeks out on tubing, or 2 weeks out until they even place an order. So we got to find something else to do in the meantime. There's
Which
plenty
I'm
to
sure,
do.
yeah, won't be hard. But fortunately, since the project we were working on, the section we were working on, we don't have enough material to finish it. So we did take time to clean. It's not perfect right now, but it was much needed. We haven't really been in here too much. So now that we are, and it's winter time, we're going to be in here a lot more. It was time to break out the broom and clean and organize.
Yeah, like as bad as cleaning is, at least I have someone that wants to motivate me on my projects and motivate me keeping the shop clean. And so thank you for the motivation and having interest. That always makes everything easier because Hannah is into the same kind of hobbies that I am. So it's makes it a lot easier on doing this stuff because we share the same interests. So thank you for being awesome.
Oh, golly.
So anyways.
Check your temperature.
So anyways, we do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And real quick, my cat, they text me and they said that he's doing good. He's sleeping off his anesthesia or something. Anesthesia. He's doing something. But I got to pick him up tomorrow, so pretty excited about that.
All right.
Hannah's not excited because this cat keeps her up
I
all
will
night.
get the best sleep tonight, I hope. Because he is like a tornado and runs all around me.
He thinks
He'll
it's
sleep through it.
He thinks it's the Daytona 500 in the
does.
bed. He is wound
He's
up.
wild. But anyways, we could talk about how frustrating that cat is all night.
He is cool.
But anyways, so we really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for following along. I know sometimes we're kind of a pain to watch. I don't know. But
I was really hoping to get that rear suspension complete in this
I know.
video. My whole game plan was do the front and rear and get it going up and down. So I'll find something else for us to do. We'll see you guys next Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We may or may not have a video this Sunday. But anyways, don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe.
see you guys.
Time.